Okay, I'm taking that definition from the internet. Okay, don't ask me why, because I don't have explicit effect on definition for this. Because both are same kind of. This can I will show it. No problem. Okay, I will. Okay, amortization is nothing but when you do on the loan, payment consisting of the both of principal in each. If you repay a loan or something, it will be like comes under like amortization. Okay, when you does the same thing for the fixed asset, you will write off it. As the same in this case also you will write off the loan, but in this case you will write off the fixed assets. Okay. Okay, I think so that's enough. I don't want to dig deeper for the definition. Just amortization on loan. When you repay the amount on a weekly, like monthly basis, on a fixed amount like principal and interest, based on the EMI chart or so on so. So, and more or less, it's an intangible item which you can't able to see, like it's not an asset, but an intangible item. So it's reducing in the carrying value of the balance. And the same is done on the depreciation also. You will be reducing the value of the asset, but it's different. You will be doing on the fixed asset. It's like intangible assets are like loans. The amortization will come. Okay. If you do on the fixed assets over its useful life, become for depreciation. And I will explain the depreciation after completing the basics journals. At the end, I will explain the depreciation of the basics, the
Hari,
unit
so
one.
what is the meaning of this reduction? Like if I am having a loan of 10 lakh,
Yeah, you will pay a
can you give an
principal portion
example of
of.
like this?
Okay, for example, I'm paying a loan repayment of 1 lakh per month. 12 lakhs, I paid the principal portion, and I paid 15 lakh of interest portion. I'm having the loan of 50 lakh rupees, means I will reduce the 50 lakh by 12 lakhs. Okay, I will explain in the Excel. Don't want to go and explain new topics in the middle. Okay, once again. I don't think so. It's important. That's the thing I'm saying. That's for example, I'm having the loan 50 lakhs. Okay, 50 lakhs, assume it 50 lakhs rupees. Paid the principal portion, 12 lakhs in this month. Though I will reduce the amount now 38 lakh rupees. As the same, I have a fixed asset of 50 lakh rupees. For example, I purchased the loan. I took the loan for purchasing a fixed asset. For the fixed item asset, I will make like declare depreciation of like at 10%. It's done on fixed asset. It's done on loan. So amortization on intangible items. It's on tangible items. You can take it like that. Revaluation, you will revalue. For example, 45 lakh rupees worth of asset is revalued right now. It became like 60 lakh rupees, or it became like 30 lakh rupees. It may increase or decrease. That's comes under classification of like revaluation. It may increase or decrease. Okay, it's not important of the syllabus. I don't have time.
Yeah.
Okay, income. Yeah, it's one of the most important definition because we will be using it a lot of times. Okay, revenue is the gross inflow of cash or receivables. I sold a product. Okay, revenue. Okay, revenue is the gross inflow of cash. I sold a product to Sangeeta. She paid instantly. I don't like credits. Right now I got a gross inflow. Gross is different from net. Net, I will explain what is meant by gross and net. Okay, gross inflow. I sold a product of 10 lakh worth rupees to Sangeeta. She paid immediately 10 lakh rupees. Okay. Right now, what is receivables? That's the same. Sangeeta came on year end. On my year, for example, month first, she said I will pay on 30th and she don't have money. Right now, she came and she asked, like in debt, like in credit. I need 30 days credit period. And right now I don't have money. Okay. So that I paid. sold a product to her, but she haven't paid to me. It became receivables, but it's a revenue to me. Same 10 lakh worth of product, I sold it to Sangeeta once again, but she haven't paid the amount. But in this time, the 10 lakh rupees became an income to me. 10 lakh rupees. So that's the thing. It became receivables or other consideration. For example, I gave an product to her. She in return gave some product to me. For example, she paid in gold or something, or she gave me a raw material. I sold sold a car, and she owns the tire. She is the owner of the tire company. So instead of 10 lakhs, she gave me 10 lakh worth of tires. Okay, like barter system, something in consideration, which arising in the ordinary course of activity of an enterprises, which is nothing but what's my main objective of the business, the selling of products, selling of goods. What are the things which you can see? It comes under classification of goods, or from rendering of service. Maybe service means which you can't able to see, like intangible, tangible or intangible. You can relate it. It's not asset. I'm saying only the tangible or intangible. Okay, different two words. If you merge it, different meaning. Separately, it have different meanings. Okay. If I am dealing in the textile industry, I'm selling the clothes, it became sale of goods. I'm an accounting pro. I'm teaching right now. I'm rendering a service. Okay, it became like service. Or from use of others enterprises resources. For example, I came across something like the person who owns the Microsoft is purchased the software from someone. It doesn't belong to him. He purchased from someone. Okay, right now I am using this. I made a fixed deposit in the bank. Same the company, like the business made. So it earns the interest. It invested in debentures. It earns the interest. Royalty means right now I am what's the best example? Yeah, book. Just imagine I brought a book. I need to sell, but I don't have any money. I gave the I haven't sold the complete book to him. I gave him the right to sell the product. Okay, on the content of belongs to me. I written the accounts book. Don't ask who will purchase. No one will purchase. I know. Well, I sold the book to the book seller. They will make the copies. They will print. They will sell everything. They will take. They will give you a small percentage, or per book you will get 100 rupees or 200 rupees based on the MRP. They fix the product price as 1,000. They used to I will give like 40%, 20%. It will come sort of cash flow, royalties, dividend. Invested in shares or something, I will get a dividend. Interest from debentures. I made an investment. I earned interest income. It comes under classification of income. So it is an interest. So it's not my main objective of business, but I'm using someone's resources. Okay or not? For printing the book, I'm using someone's resources. I'm using someone's machinery. Okay. Does anyone any doubts? Still, it haven't completed it up to now. Okay, I will go on. Okay, our revenue can be measured by charge. Like I'm charged for the product from the customer or client for a good supplier service rendered. For example, I'm giving the product worth of something, like I selling a product to Sangeeta. I made it like it's worth is 10 lakh. Then it's a revenue to me. Sometimes you can't able to say that I haven't received anything, but I've charged. I'm charging from the customer for some sort of services I'm rendering. I'm charging like 10 lakh rupees or 1 lakh rupees. It's also known as revenue to my business for the product or for the service. And charges and reward arising from use of the resources by them also comes under the classification of revenue. The amount they paid, or they may have received some sort of rewards which using the resources by them. Okay, agency, it's different from all. For example, I am the Ola app. I'm using, I don't have cars. I'm using someone's car. Okay, right now I'm the one who booked the cab. It's like 500 rupees. For example, the entire 500 rupees will be sent to the app. Assume I'm not paid on cash on delivery. Paid through app. 500 rupees will be sent to the concerned app. For example, Book My Show, also the best example. If I need to book a ticket, the ticket will be booked through the Book My Show. I need to pay the Book My Show, for example, 500 rupees. The ticket cost will be 400, but I need to pay 500. The 100 rupees is the payment I need to make to the platform in which I am booking the ticket. Okay, right now for Book My Show, 100 rupees is the income, but gross amount is 500 rupees. But ultimate net income to the agency, the agent to book the ticket, the intermediate between me and the theater owner, for me and the cab owner, the intermediate, he is an agent. Okay, I think many of them know the word agent meaning. Even I'm trying to explain it and the app and in any transactions. I'm taking the example only the app. There are a lot of transaction, agency relationship, someone between both the parties will be there. Okay. Amazon, Flipkarts, everyone will comes under the classification of like agents between us to the actual person. Okay or not okay, agent. Okay, right now 500 is the gross amount inflow to the Book My Show, but 100 rupees belongs to the Book My Show. 400 will be transferred to the theater owner. So right now you can't able to take the commission. You need to take the amount 100 rupees as the commission. 100 rupees which I paid to book the ticket is the commission to him, not the gross inflow or gross receivable. Gross means in this case 500, but net amount is like 100 rupees only the revenue to the agent. So that's the commission to him. So that's the income to him. Okay. Do I need to explain in Tamil or can I move on?
I want to understand what is the difference then between current asset and this income? Like current asset, if I am getting something, selling
Okay, right now
immediately.
if I sell the current asset, for example, I'm selling the inventory.
Yeah.
If it is unsold, it will become as a current asset. If I sold 10 lakh worth of goods in my warehouse, it will be like current assets. If I sold the same product to Sangeeta, it will become as revenue to me. Due to the duality concept, the double entry system, we will get two concepts. One is like revenue of 10 lakh rupees. One is 10 lakh of cash balance, cash or bank. Okay.
Okay.
Duality concept. Okay, I think I will move on to explain the assets, the classification, direct income, sales minus returns inward. If I sold a product and I got back something, after that, it is the gross value. Gross means the total amount which you received, and a set of something which you return back will become the net value. You should take the net. That's the call the sales. Sales minus the returns inward, which is a direct income. There is two things. One is direct, directly related to the business activity. One is indirect, which incur to run the business, to do everything. Okay, other than the business activity, it comes under the indirect. Yeah. Okay. For example, in this case, other income, discount received. Like for example, I purchased a product from my supplier, he gave the discount. In every occasion, I won't get the discount. It's a rare in every business. As the same, I received commission. For example, if I purchased a product and referred to my friend Sangeeta, you go and buy. She purchased for 1 crore. After seeing that, the person said, bro, take it 10,000 rupees. Yeah, it's small amount. So assume it like he gave commission of 1 lakh rupees because you referred to Sangeeta, my business gone boom. For example, if I am referring to hundreds of person, he will give me a commission. For example, coupon codes which you use in booking, like in entering the referral codes, you will get some sort of commission. For example, in Paytm, if you refer a friend, he make a transaction, you will get some amount. Yeah, it's became a commission to you. Okay, right now, non-trading income. Bank, I'm maintaining a bank account. I'm earning a bank interest. I'm maintaining 1 crore rupees. Bank will give, take it 1 lakh. No, it's like timely of money. They will give 1 lakh. It's different concept. I'm having a vacant land. I'm having a space in my warehouse. I got rent. It's not my main business. If it is main business, it will become as sales. Okay, it's not my main course of business. It will, so it comes under rent on property. It comes under the indirect income. And a dividend. I am invested in shares. I got a dividend, so it will become dividend. Abnormal gains. What is abnormal gains? The word it's abnormal. It won't happen recurringly. It happen like non-recurring. Recurring means continuously. Non-recurring means occasionally. Okay, what's the profit on sale of machinery? Machinery is a fixed asset which I used to run my business operation. Right now it becomes scrap, so I sold the product. Yeah, for example, in my book, the machinery worth of 1 lakh I sold for 2 lakh rupees. Yeah, 1 lakh rupees is the profit to me. Yeah, don't ask how it's possible. Just an example. As the same, like I have received the dividend by the shares. I sold the share. It's not my main objective of the business. If I am a share broker, I am dealing with the share, it became the direct income. It won't become my indirect income. Okay. I think income is over. I will go with the expense. And income also, there is like income refers to the money that a person or entity receives in exchange of their goods and product. It's the definition from the internet. Like I think you can understand. Like you have money which you received in exchange of goods or services. As the same, the brief explanation I gave. What is meant by revenue and income?
Yeah, understand.
Okay, I will go for next one. Like already I gave much explanation regarding this. It's all like 4 to 5 times I gave explanation. That's the thing I'm running, and we don't have time. That's the important thing. Okay, cost relating to operation of accounting period during the period. The income and expenses are related to 12 months. Within the 12 months, whichever happened, we should account it. Okay, right now cost. I need to pay electricity. I need to pay like current bill. I need to pay like salary. I need to pay commission. I need to pay wages. Yeah, it's to run the business, you need to incur some expenses. Those are the cost to the company. So that's the thing. Everyone will be like, what is CTC to you? That's nothing but cost to the company. The salary which they pay to you is nothing but the cost to the company. Cost. It's the expense to the company. That's the thing, cost. What's the price? The price means the one which includes the profit element with it. That's the thing. What's the price? What's the cost? Is the two different words. Okay. Or to the revenue earned during the period. For selling the product, for selling my book, which I wrote, the book seller made an advertisement. He's a so and so person with so and so things. Yeah, don't ask what's the so and so, nothing right now. Okay, what's mean like they make a advertisement. The person who wrote is qualified so and so with so and so year of experience, with so and so knowledge, with so and so things. They will make everything advertisements. We will be releasing this book on so and so date on the so and so time. Yeah, if you know the Harry Potter book which they sold, they waited up to the 12, like at the 12, I think so at the Christmas time, they plan to sell the product, and to 12 o'clock, every shop owners are closed the door. At the exact time of 12, they opened the store and they sold the book to everyone. So that's also an expense incurred by the bookseller. It can be also taken as the expense, like incurred to sell the product or making like advertisement. So those comes under revenue earned during the to earn the revenue, and the benefit for which do not extend beyond 12 months. For example, I incurred expense. The benefit won't run more than 12 months because it incurred during the year. You need to account it during the year. Okay. What is the direct expenses which directly related to the business activity? I purchased the product. Yeah, it's directly related to my business. It's the main objective of my business. I return someone. So it become less returns outward. Outwards different from returns inward. Return inverse. I sold a product, it went out, I made a sales. In this case, I sold a product, it went out, and the product have returned back to me. That's the called returned inwards. Okay, what's like outward? I purchased something, it come inward. I gave it back to the concerned person. I don't want it. Take it back. Damaged goods, or I don't have money. So on so things may happen. They return the product. So that's the difference between return inwards and outwards. Are the same like carriage inward and carriage outward. Sorry guys, I got cold. That's the reason I can't continue the class. Okay, what's the direct expenses? To run the business, I need to incur some expenses. For example, freight or carriage inward. So I purchased the product. I am the one who incurred to get it the product to my industry. Right now, I am in like Kanyakumari. Right now, I went to Jammu and Kashmir. I purchased a product. Yeah, purchased a product worth of 1 lakh rupees. Why you went there? Don't ask me. Just for an example, I incurred 1 lakh rupees transport cost. Yeah, man, for 1 lakh worth of goods, I loaded in the train. The train went like zigzag, and last after 25 days, it reached my godown, like in the Chennai, like mid, like what's the central. Okay, where is your office? It's in Kanyakumari. Then I hired a lorry, took a lorry. He asked, pay 20,000 rupees. Yeah, I paid. Right now, it reached my actual destination. So right now, 1,20,000 is the expense which I incurred to bring the product to my location. It includes like carriage inward. I carried the product and brought back to my organization inwards. Okay, I sold a product to Sangeeta. She asked to deliver the product in her home. It's carriage. I carried the product and took to her place. It went out of my business place. So carriage outward. So that's the difference between the carriage inward and outwards. Okay, right now, customs and insurance. If I need to pay, like I purchased a product, I need to pay custom or insurance. Yeah, if you need to transport all the product from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, I need to take insurance. So if I take insurance, it should be added to the direct expenses. Wages. To unloading and unloading, I incurred wages. Gas and petrol. If I incurred, I need to pay. If I paid, I need to account it in the direct expenses. Factory expenses related to the product will be like to my business will be direct expenses, and royalty and production. I paid, for example, I am car company owner. I made a contract with BMW for I will make the exact things, exact features as demanded by BMW. Well, everything will be incurred by me. Expenses, everything to manufacture the car. I'm asking BMW to render their logo to me. They won't give like that. Yeah, just imagine. They gave the logo for every car. They are demanding like 1 lakh rupees or 10 lakh rupees. I don't know the exact value of the car. Just imagine, just for an example, I need to pay 1 lakh rupees on the royalty. Then it will become my direct expenses. As the same, for example, the same, my organization need to pay the 1 lakh rupees to the book writer, the person who wrote the Harry Potter book. So it will become my direct expenses. So those are considered direct expenses. Okay, what is meant by indirect expenses? These are called as indirect expenses. One is management expenses, to run and manage, like administration expenses. What is maintenance expenses? Repairs on like on the assets, on the equipments, furnitures and building. If you have any repairs, maintenance, depreciation will be comes under maintenance. Salary, rent, printing, stationery, telephone, postages, insurance, audit fee. Audit fee means what? Just imagine you are doing the business, you don't know how to account your books of accounts. You gave it to someone like me, like I'm in the field of accounts. So you gave your books of accounts. So right now you prepared your accounts as per the requirements. So they will pay the fees called as audit fee. It's an indirect expenses. Selling and distribution expenses, advertisement, good on rent, everything which related to sales will comes under the category of selling and distribution expenses. What is meant by debts? A debtor became bad. He haven't paid me a rupee. For example, I have 1 lakh worth of debtor. He haven't paid me 50,000 rupees, or he became like a bankrupt. He can able to repay me like a 0.5 for every 1 rupee. Just mean like 50 paise for every 1 rupee. Like I have 1 lakh means the 50,000 can be like I can get it from the concerned person, and then I need to write off the bans as the bad debts. So that's the when a debt became bad means the bad debts. What about the creditors? When it becomes when it will become as good credit. When you haven't paid, it will become like good credit, but it won't happen. Like it's a rare event. As the same like bad debts. Bad debts. If you trust a wrong person, the debt become damn sure bad. Okay, what about the financial charges? As the same bank, if you maintain bank account, bank charges. If you have loan, I purchased the loan, like I purchased a car or machinery, I need to pay the interest. It became interest on loan, and I am having a bills of accounts. I discounted on the bank. It will become discount on bills. I allowed discount to the customer to sell the product. For example, Sangeeta purchased 1,25,000 rupees worth of product right now. She asked for 45 days credit. I said, if you pay instantly 1 lakh, I will give you 5,000 rupees discount. Just imagine after hearing that, Sangeeta will think 5,000. Okay, not bad, good deal. So she paid instantly 1 lakh rupees. I got 5,000. She got 5,000 rupees as discount. I got instantly the 1 lakh. To get that 1 lakh, I allowed the discount. The same, like discount on bills also same, but it's not in our like syllabus. Okay, what is an abnormal loss, man? Yeah, if you sold a machinery, sold investment, fire accident in my organization, those are abnormal activities and those are abnormal losses. It won't happen recurringly. It's non-recurring nature. Okay, does anyone have any doubts regarding all the 4 definition? Because I need to go on to next one, like the concepts. Okay, move on.
Hari, if the expenses are happening like beyond the accounting period,
It will be become an expense on next accounting year. For example, I paid 2 years rent. Right now, for this accounting year, 12 months will be treated as an expense. Next 12 months
okay.
rent which I paid earlier will be treated as prepaid rent, which will be an asset. Up to each month, it will become like a, for example, as on 31st December, it will be like prepaid rent of like 12 lakhs per month. 1 lakh means it will become like my asset. For the month of January, the 1 lakh will become as an expense. Balance 11 lakh will be like prepaid expenses as on the 31st January. As the month of the, like if you meet the expenses, until you meet the expenses, it will be treated as an asset. When you meet the expenses, it will become an assets. Like it becomes as an, the asset will become as an expenses. Okay. Beyond means it will become as an asset, man.
Yeah.
Or do we need
Got
any
it.
more reason? Like
No,
I'm just explaining, like beyond means that's the thing. Okay, okay, debit and credit are the 2 most important things in the accounts, like anode, cathode, positive and negative, like the one which I picked from this, it's an old definition. The Latin word, most of the things which you look from Latin. Why it's not from Greek? Don't ask me. Okay, then 10 minutes it will hold. Like after that, I will be like back within half an hour because I need to have my dinner, like breakfast. Okay, debit means debitum. What's mean debitum? The short form of debit is actually the debitum is the word which became as debit to us. What is that? Due for that or benefit receiving aspect of a transaction is known as debit. Okay, what is meant by credit, man? It's a Latin word, creder, which is mean due to that. One second. I'll explain the only I will highlight the specific things. Debit, Latin word debitum, which means due for that. That means benefit receiving aspects. What is credit, man? It's also a Latin word. It's creder. What is mean by that? Due to that, for, to are the 2 different words. And benefit receiving aspect, it is giving aspect. When you give, when you receive, give and take policy. That's it. When you receive, you will receive something. You will give something. That's the actual the word of meaning called debit and credit. If you need in-depth knowledge, you can go and study everything. Okay, just I'm giving the brief because if they ask 1 mark, you need to ready to answer. Okay, I'm trying to cover as much as possible, like 3 to 4 chapters. And I'm sure I need to cover 4 chapters, 3 chapters. I need to try to cover the 4th one if time permits. Okay, debit and credit are the most important things for double entry system of bookkeeping. For every transaction, there will be 2 events. 2 events will happen. So for one thing, it will become debit, and another one will be like credit. One will be like a giving aspect, one will be like a receiving aspect. Okay. That's the thing. Okay. That's it. Like it's important for the double entry system of bookkeeping. Well, like recording the entries, you need to like do so and so things will be like right now. Okay. I need to explain a few more things before going to the journal. Okay. Okay, one of the things is financial statement. What is financial statement? Income statement and position. What is meant by that? Income, the one which you earn during the 12 months. Trading account and P&L account, like profit and loss accounts. One more account is there, like manufacturing account. If you are a manufacturing concern, you will have a manufacturing accounts. And trading and profit and loss. Trading, you purchased a product or manufactured a product, you are selling the product to the concerned person. So those things comes under trade. You are trading means like selling and purchasing of something. So the trade activities. For example, the direct income are related to the trading activity. Direct expenses related to the trading activities. What are the indirect? Those will come under the classification of profit and loss accounts. Okay, what about the things which you spoke in the asset and liabilities? Those are comes under the balance sheet. The income statement deals with two things. One is income and expense, which incurred during the 12 months will be taken considered into the income statement, and the net value will be taken to the balance sheet. So what's the balance sheet? It has assets and liabilities. Those two things comes under the classification of position. Like both will comes under the balance sheet items. So income and expenses is an income statement item, which is nothing but trading and P&L account item. Assets and liabilities are the balance sheet items. Once again, I will share it. It's not the one. Okay. If you earn a profit, it will be accounted in this area like surplus. Like I'm running the business, I invested 1 lakh rupees in a business, I earned a 10,000 rupees profit. So it's a surplus from my business. So it will be added in the capital account, which is nothing but owner's fund. In this case, shareholders. I will explain the shareholder. In this scenario, understand he is the owner of the company. It's owner's fund completely belongs to the owner. What if it became 10 lakh or 10,000 rupees loss? Then the 1 lakh minus 10,000 will become the owner's fund. 90,000 will belongs to the owner. So if the profit, the owner's fund will become like 1 lakh 10,000. If it is loss, it will become like 90,000. That means profit or loss will be adjusted with the capital. First year I invested 1 lakh rupees. I made a profit of 20,000. I will add. Next year I got 10,000 loss. I will minus. It will happen for year on year, 12 months. Once you will account those things, like you can do it for month on month, day to day, but to report for the income tax or something, you will need to report everything on the basis of for the complete 12 months period. Okay. Does anyone have any doubts? Next topic is like a journal. Before that, I need to explain a few concepts. I think I will share the PPT. Okay. Okay, once again, manufacturing account, but like I will explain it after the panel. Okay, one of the concept is called like a traditional approach. Under that, you can classify the two things. One is like personal and another one is impersonal. What is personal? Yeah, if it's related to a person, it represents a person, natural person. Like me and you, like Hari, or the person who attending the meeting or comes under called natural persons. Okay. What is artificial legal persons, man? They are incorporated as per law, government or company or anything, any organization. For example, LLP. They are incorporated by the law. Comes under classification of artificial. What is representative personal account, man? It represents a person. It's an outstanding. It represents a person. Two things. One, a person, it will represent. It has two features. That's the representative. And the impersonal is real and nominal. What is real, man? Asset. Nominal means expenses, losses, gains, and revenues will comes under classification of nominal. Every time the liability always represents to the person. Okay, if I am liable to repay to Sangeeta, Sangeeta is a person. She may be like representative person or natural person. I'm liable to pay a property tax to the government. Yeah, artificial legal person. I'm liable to pay the income tax. It's also an artificial legal person. So everything can be classified in the 5 heads. Natural person, artificial person, representative person, or real or nominal. Okay. Based on that, we have something called golden rules of accounting. For all the above two classification, we have two things. Due to double entry system, we have called debit and credit to represent two transactions. Okay, what are the golden rules of the accounting, man? To record the basic double entry system, we have something called golden rules. Why we are calling it golden rule? Because it's a traditional approach which used from long ago, so not so long ago. For so on so period, they are using these things. Okay, what's the 3 classifications? What are the 3 classifications? One is personal. One is, okay, it's not right. Okay, one is personal account. Another one is real account. Another one is nominal account. Okay, what is personal account, man? So it has 3 classification. Just you need to identify whether person or not. You need to identify real or not and nominal. And last one, if the person debit the receiver, credit the giver, real account, what comes in, what goes out. If it comes in, it should be debited. If it goes out, it should be credited. If an expense and losses, it's related to nominal account, you should be debiting it. If it's income and gain, it should be credited. Okay, I will explain it one more time after in the next meeting. Well, I will close. After half an hour, I will come back. Like I need to take rest to my throat. Like at the 11, I will start the meeting. Okay.
Oh, sure, Hari.
I
Okay.
will once again explain the traditional approach and I will go for modern and I will complete journal lecture, everything in next section. 2 hours. Okay. 40 minutes, I mean. If you have any doubt, you can
No
text me
problem.
or you can ask me in the